And she's ready to bring the heat today.
Yeah, talking to her at breakfast yesterday, she was saying she's trying not to think about that. It's all about the process of putting a run together and executing that run, and then the big picture stuff will take care of itself down the line. You have to execute on the day, and this is where that journey begins for Katie Anderson as she gets set to represent the population of Jaffrey, BC. Katie Anderson on the Viltsy loader now in that golden bib.
Just dropping out of start one there. And having a bit of a tricky moment straight out of the start gate. Hopefully that hasn't rattled her and she can get her head in the game.
Yeah, it looks like she just dug her heel side edge into the guy wire that holds the tent up, and not a very edgeable surface.
No, certainly not. But she's working her way down the ridge on the looker's left, leaving clouds of cold smoke behind her.
Yeah, much more edgeable surface now. This ridge line, just probably some of the best snow on the whole face, as it's just so light and dry now, and a pleasure to ride as Katie's slashing her way down this upper section, getting up and over the roll here into a pristine pow field. Katie Anderson getting things going.
Finding her first bigger feature there and moving pretty fluidly through the face.
Yeah, it's become the hallmark of Katie Anderson's riding. She goes fast. Coming from that World Cup border cross career, she's not afraid of speed. She's not afraid to open up the throttle, and we're seeing it here as Katie Anderson in this totally untapped section of the face, absolutely pristine powder, and coming into a closeout section as she points it into the fall line.
And stomps it, riding out really strong. Catching another little feature there, navigating through those ice balls.
Yeah, Katie Anderson just needing to make her way through the rubble here. Those are anxious moments for everyone watching, as she can see where she's going, but we're just hoping she goes in the right direction. And now coming into an area that we saw get a lot of play from the snowboard men's field. You know, we got a couple tracks in here for Katie to follow, so landmarking pretty easy as she catches that heel side edge, and a little bit of a pause there as maybe too much pressure on the heel side, but still clean, not going down there for Katie Anderson. Be a bit of a fluidity dock, but otherwise a really strong run for our current World Tour leader.
Yeah, a solid line and some good air time and just amazing board handling skills.
Yeah, and Katie putting herself into that technical zone, which I think is really going to play well with the judges. Certainly did with me as a spectator from our comfortable seats here at the bottom of the face. But they like to see that, you know, the exposure adds to the line score. You put yourself in a difficult situation on the face and then handle it like that.
She said that she was white rooming herself all the way down. Tricky one. Here's that top feature. Solid landing, great hillside turn directly after.
You did that really well, lady. Thank you.
You can see on the judges' bars there, so fluidity way up as she was moving fast. And then this section, probably the highlight of her run. There's no other way out of there, so you really got to back yourself going into that section that you're going to be able to handle both the takeoff and the landing.
And she had the constitution to thread another little feature directly afterwards, so well handled. I'd say that's the only blemish on this run, is that small pause after that bottom air.
Yeah, just digging the heel side edge in, and it looked like she got bumped off an old track, and then the heel side edge dug. But what she didn't do was dump the toe side edge over the front and get tossed over the bars. And that's just a testament to how strong Katie's skill is and her technique. I mean, all of those things come into play. The 5 categories that the judges are looking at, Katie Anderson ticking all the boxes.
Enjoying my seat. Man, it's like, yeah, this is just the snow is great. The snow is
all right, score coming in for Katie Anderson, 70.67, and she moves into first place. So Katie Anderson has done what she needed to do. Now the rest of the field in control of her destiny.